at Matara.
At Miss Naila.
Breakups to Makeups by Method Man and D'Angelo coming through in a bit. Also her hard place. It's 6:30 right about now. And you know what? I'm very, very amazed over the fact that so many African Americans are coming to Kenya, especially Kenya. There's also, a bunch are going to Ghana, but they love Kenya. When you listen to them on YouTube, having conversations about why they love Kenya, they talk about the people, we're so chop, you know what I mean? The infrastructure, the internet, there's a bit of everything over here. You can imagine. It's like such a progressive society.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And
a great nation.
And it's a great nation to be in.
Despite our challenges, Kenya is a great nation.
I agree. It's very cosmopolitan, especially Nairobi.
Yeah.
And
Silicon Savannah.
All this other, good stuff that they talk about. But there's one lady that has stood out for me, Kelis, the R&B artist, the one for her milkshake. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know.
So she was just clarifying, or should I say justifying her decision to move to Kenya and buying 300 acres of land in Naivasha. So she also opened up on a decision to acquire this really expansive farmland and start a whole new life in Africa. She was speaking to a podcast known as On Your Leisure. There was a bunch of American guys who, first of all, they're like business guys who run this podcast.
Okay.
I think they were in the country about 3 weeks ago.
All right.
I've been following them here and there. But...
I didn't think it was, I think because she didn't have makeup.
Yeah?
I'm not hating.
Yeah.
But I was just like, who's this?
Oh, yeah.
She looked very different. Or maybe she sang when she was younger. Has she released any other albums?
She's yet to release an album. Apparently, she was actually recording it in Nairobi.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
So she's just talking about how when she went to... Because this land is actually next to the lake in Naivasha. And she figured over there and she checked it, like, she could envision, like, all these onions and tomatoes and all the things growing. And then... and she was talking... Let me just quote what she said. She also said, we're building a little community out here. We just walked and saw the farm, some red onions, some yellow onions. My plan is to do an all-sustainable luxury retreat, like a resort. So that's the direction she's going. So along the farm, so along with farming, doing agriculture, but also having a wellness space so people can come and spot up and relax. We'll also have a fine dining restaurant. We'll have bungalows. It's all just being one with nature, being out here and trying to keep it as part of the ecosystem as possible and making it all together. And then she was talking about how we've got the giraffes, the zebras, the elands and the impalas and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you get blessed with an elephant walking through and the giraffes just hanging out. Yeah, and then she's also, because I think she's got 3 kids. So she was asked about whether she's going to consider educating them in Kenya. She said Kenya has really good schools, but she prefers AI to educate her kids.
I saw that.
I was like...
I saw that. What are you trying to tell us?
It's interesting. You were talking about AI tools here yesterday. Don't even hate.
No, but educating your kids as opposed to having an interaction in class. We don't just have classes. You want your child to socialize. Come on now. There's a reason why we take kids to school, not to just have paper and pen.
Anyone can raise their kids however they want, Naila. You got to chill.
Okay.
So now...
I forgot they're not my kids.
Yeah, exactly.
For a moment, I thought they were my kids.
Yeah, man.
But, it just... I felt offended. I felt like, is it because, you don't trust our teachers in Kenya? That's how I felt.
Stop thinking too much, man. And then
Am I overthinking?
Yeah, and then she's saying she's not coming at it. She's not doing all these things for charity in Kenya. She doesn't look at Kenya like that. She's thinking of, like, it's like she just wants to be a part of the Kenyan culture. And I was like, you go, girl.
Her game is good.
Yeah,
I like her game.
She knows how to justify things, huh?
Yeah, her game is A1.
So, yeah, I mean, what else do you need to know? Just a whole lot of enchilada, man.
She bought land.
She bought land. 300 acres in Naivasha is not us. First of all, it's not cheap.
I'm concerned.
Why are you concerned? She bought it legally.
Where are my relatives? How did all that land go?
She made her money and she bought it. Kenya's a land of opportunity. Naila, When I told you we were going to talk about this,
I'm disturbed.
yeah, you said you have a problem with the way she's going about her business. What's your issue?
My issue is this. Shortly, let's continue allowing investors to buy land in Kenya. We'll find ourselves beggars. Our kids will not have an inheritance. Some things we need to really think about and think really hard.
I agree.
Because people out there have money, and the minute you give out or you pay for land, at the end of the day, we are selling our inheritance as Kenyans.
It's true.
We need to think about it.
Yeah.
There is no way 300 acres is a lot of land, huh?
Yeah, can imagine.
Those are how many families?
Yeah.
I'm not against her, but we really must have law and protect our land.
Our ancestral land.
Yes, our ancestral land. We can't be giving foreigners our land. Shortly, you'll find we'll go back to colonial days.
Yeah. I that exact point you just made over there is what also Ghanaians are saying. Because those African Americans are, they are buying mad, huge trucks of land in Ghana.
For me, it's a very big concern.
Yeah.
That need to stop. We cannot sell our inheritance.
But you know what they say about Kenya, man, and our leaders. Kwanza with the way we interact with all these foreigners who have money, yeah, it's like Kenya's it's up for auction, yeah. It goes to the highest bidder, right? But I also look at it from another angle, right? The fact that she's coming here to also develop the land and create opportunities for people, maybe it's a good thing. That land was just bare. You know what I mean? At a time when there isn't any jobs, yeah? These guys are coming up to create all these industries, It's not just about land, yeah? But they also add value in one way or the other. As long as you're following the law. Listen, we have institutions. We have laws over here, right? But as long as you're not just buying bare land for the sake, yeah? You're creating value. Imagine I have no issue.
I am concerned about foreigners buying land in Kenya. I feel like shortly, because people are desperate.
There's so much bare land in Kenya, by the way. That's not even being used for anything.
I don't care. At the end of the day, you can't sell your inheritance.
Yeah.
You cannot sell your inheritance. What are we going to leave for our children?
Yeah.
What are we saying? There has to be some boundaries. How much can be sold? Like, I think
true.
300 acres is a lot of land.
It's a lot, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. What do you prefer? Us selling to foreigners or these politicians grabbing land?
At least we'll get it back. They are still Kenyans.
That's what you think.
Till
today, there's some politicians you guys have just fenced like 1,000
acres. At
acres.
least they're Kenyan. We'll justify and have it back.
You think these politicians look at you like, oh my God, Naila, my sister, she deserves a chunk of my land. You think that's it?
My brother, let me tell you something.
What's up, sis?
I don't want anyone from out there coming to possess our land.
Yeah.
I have an issue.
You can
with
do
that.
your business here, but just don't own our land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they said it was a lease,
Yeah.
I was gonna be very happy for 100 years.
Yeah. By the way, have you watched that? It's a trailer. It's a movie that's yet to come out to premiere. I think I posted it on my socials. It's called it's called The Battle for Laikipia.
I have not yet watched it. I was planning to watch it.
Yeah.
I think I know the producer and the director.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You should bring them here. I would love to talk to them.
Yeah. We will bring them here for sure.
Do you know the people in Laikipia are going through so much? They have a situation between themselves and the Wazungus who are there.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, there's some sort of tiff going on about land.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you watch the trailer, wow, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Laikipia, there's a lot of but these Wazungus also, some of them are born here.
They're
so
they're Kenyans.
But how you end up owning thousands and thousands of acres of land, and then you know very well that your neighbors are constantly grazing, looking for proper, pasture, and then you tell them, some of them are even they're threatened. Their lives are threatened by those quote-unquote farmers who own huge chunks of land. So there's some sort of conflict going on.
Yeah.
In Laikipia. You should watch the movie. I'll share with you the trailer, and it's fascinating. But the land issue in Kenya is very emotive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because till today, did you know that people even from who went through the post-election violence are still displaced? I listened to Okari talk about that on the Situation Room. So yeah, that's Kenya for you, man.
Yeah, I just genuinely wonder if we are continuing to sell our land to foreigners. What are we saying as a nation?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
the ones who are here will deal with them. The Wazungus in Laikipia, at least
We can have a conversation.
we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
But are we bringing more issues into the country
It's
by
true.
allowing foreigners to buy our land? You know, what are we saying as a nation? That's the only thing we have.
Okay. Marinate on those words. That's Naila for you. Breakups to makeups. Method Man and D'Angelo.
The Spice Drive. Spicing up your drive.
You and I till the day we die.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend, how you been? I see you still trying to mess with other women, man.